What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host here, Chuck. And as you guys know, I'm sure you heard news, my Philadelphia Eagles have decided to sign Julio Jones, a Pro Bowl, 7-time Pro Bowl wide receiver, to a contract today. Before I give my opinion on this, I want to ask you guys to do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell so you guys can continue to get the latest when I drop my sports media takes. All right, so Julio Jones, you guys may remember him from the Atlanta Falcon days, right? This is when Julio was in his prime. This is when all eyes was on Julio, and this guy, and I still to this day don't even know how Julio sounds. This guy rarely talks, but he shows up in great moments, and he's a great wide receiver. Probably most likely going to end up in Canton, Ohio, in the Hall of Fame. Now, Julio Jones, right, went from the Falcons to the Titans to the Buccaneers with Tom Brady, and now to the Philadelphia Eagles, right? Right. I'm going to tell you guys something. I'm not too high on this. I'm just not, as this guy has a dramatic injury history, and you know, he has a lot of mileage on him. You know what I mean? It's just like a Ferrari with 1 million miles on it. Yeah, it looks good, but does it drive good? We won't know until this guy is suited and booted in pads, and maybe they worked him out and he looked good. But I'm just not too high on this. This is something that I will have to see with my own eyes and see how they are going to use him. But in my mind, I think that with the Quez Watkins injury, I believe that something more severe happened with Quez Watkins, because he's a great pickup in my opinion. I like Quez Watkins, but for this guy to be out this long, something's just not right? And I know that a hamstring injury is what they reported, that he had. Maybe that was something that just keeps flaring up. Nonetheless, we now have Julio Jones. But what worries me about this guy, besides the injury history, what I wonder if this guy, still has, the love and edge for the game. Because, you get up there in age. Yes, he's 34. To a regular person, that's young. But to NBA, NFL, in the sports world, that's pretty old. I mean, because you guys got to think, man, it's a lot of wear and tear from games, deep playoff runs, practice. Now, I'm assuming that A.J. Brown, you guys remember A.J. Brown and Julio Brown, man, they had the special connect over there in Tennessee, right? And I've just felt like Tennessee Titans didn't know what they were doing with A.J. Brown or Julio Jones. And it seems that maybe the connection that they had over there and the relationship and bond that they had may have had a huge reason in cause for the Philadelphia Eagles to sign him, because they have a great relationship, and I'm quite sure they have great chemistry. And maybe Julio Jones taught AJ a lot about the game. You know what I mean? These guys probably made the call. Maybe Julio made a call to AJ Brown and said, hey, get your people right. I got my people ready to go. And they made this thing happen. But like I said, man, I'm very interested to see how this is going to play out. I'm hoping that they can, get this guy acclimated to the culture as soon as possible, because obviously we're playing the Miami Dolphins this upcoming Sunday, and they just picked up Clay Chasepool, who I know is ready to make a statement and let all the teams know out there that he still has a lot in the tank. He is a physical freak, but we have a physical freak on our team as well. But we need more depth, to me, in my opinion, in the secondary on defense. We really do. Now, if Julio Jones can come in and, play safety and, deflect a few balls, that'll be awesome. But we know that that's just not the case. And from the look of how the new OC is running the offense, maybe picking up Julio Jones isn't so bad, right? So let's get into the report here where it's talking about, the whole situation and how this happened. And this is from 6abc.com, where it says, wide receiver Julio Jones, a 7-time Pro Bowl selection, signed a 1-year contract with Philadelphia Eagles on Tuesday. Jones, who is 34, will be reunited with former Tennessee Titans teammate A.J. Brown, who pushed for Tennessee to trade him in 2021. I want you guys to know if AJ Brown pushed for Tennessee to trade him, it's because it's pretty much validating what I just said. With they just didn't know what they were doing. Seemed like they were misusing both of these wide receivers, but hopefully we'll know what to do with them, right? It says the Eagles recently placed wide receiver Quez Watkins on injured reserve with a hamstring injury and worked out receivers Marquez Callaway and Desmond Patman on Monday. In the end, they turned to Jones, who will be on his fourth team in 4 years. Well, damn, these guys must have sucked ass if they trained these two guys and none of them panned out and would rather go with the pretty much broken down Julio Jones. I mean, shit. But anyway, I'm hoping that maybe Julio Jones has had the time to properly recover and now is properly motivated to get out there and show glitz and glams of the old Julio. You know what I mean? Like, cause that's what the world needs to see, Julio. So please bring that to the Philadelphia organization, man. Give us all you got, man, because our fan base, we're not gonna play with your ass, man. Don't come over here trying to be pretty. Don't come over here and run one route and break your knees, man, because we're not having that, man. We want you to be motivated and dedicated to the Bird Gang. Jones, who played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last season, has 50 catches for 804 yards and 5 touchdowns in the 7 career game against the Eagles, including a game-winning touchdown in 2019. Okay, that's not bad. But what makes me think about this guy had a chance to play with Tom Brady and help Tom Brady achieve getting to the Super Bowl and if winning a Super Bowl, right? So I'm just wondering, man, like, is this guy going to be as dependable as, you know, Tom Brady was wishing for and hoped for? And it seemed like if he let him down, I'm just not going to put all my eggs in the basket on Julio Jones. Phenomenal talent, phenomenal athlete, but I'm just not going to put all my eggs in the basket with this guy, and hopefully he changes my mind. It goes on to say that now he'll try to bring some of that to Philadelphia as the Eagles' potential number 3 receiver behind Brown and Devontae Smith. And that's okay with me. I hope that they put him in a few routes. Let's get this guy acclimated, put him in a few route runs, route trees, slants. Let this guy, you know, get a feel. And once this, let me tell you guys something. Once this Philadelphia culture embraces him and he feels that brotherly love, I believe this guy is going to shine. You know, I'm just being honest. Now, what I mean by not putting all my eggs in his basket is that he's going to stay healthy. I'm not going to rely on that. But for the moments that he does shine, I am going to be very grateful for that. Let's see how the Philadelphia Eagles are going to look with this. And let me tell you guys another reason why I'm glad they brought this type of veteran leadership into the locker room. You guys can see, just like I see, that Jalen Hurts is forcing the ball to A.J. Brown. Ever since A.J. Brown got on his ass, it just seems like he's going out his way to get him his touches, and it's fucking up the whole team chemistry. Hopefully with Julio Brown in the building, it's going to have that veteran presence to calm A.J. down, to help Jalen Hurts be the best version of himself. And that's what we need right now, because the truth is A.J. Brown is barking at Jalen Hurts, and I believe it's making Jalen Hurts, you know, become a shell of himself, because when, you know, he was there, and when A.J. Brown got there, A.J. Brown had to buy into the system, meaning he had to shut the hell up for a while. Okay, now he's proven. Now he's caught big catches in big games. He is the number 1. So guess what? He has a voice now. But I'm going to need the presence of Julio Jones in that locker room to just help monitor and escalate things and keep the offensive chemistry good. If he could do that, that'll be good enough for me. We may not make it to the Super Bowl this year. I'm not going to be delusional like the Cowboys and say that we are, because I don't like the way that we are playing. You know what I mean? There are games where the Cowboys look like they may be better than us, but at the end of the day, they don't got the heart that we have, and they don't got the brotherly love that we have. So I lean on that, and that keeps me motivated. So we'll see how this pans out. You guys let me know in the comment section what you guys think on this, as Julio Jones is now with the Bird Gang now. All right. And there's nothing that nobody could do about it. So let's see if this guy going to bring us some W's and take us to the big game that we all hoped to make again. Right. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this. Like always, like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let me know how you charge the game. Peace.